Okay, let's dive in. Welcome, everyone. We're going to unpack your Brain Galaxies Personality Test Gold report today. You sent over the interpretation speech you got with it, and our goal here is to really understand what this specific report says about your cognitive strengths and, importantly, how those might connect to the world of AI.
Exactly. We're using that interpretation speech as our guide,
Yep.
essentially. It lays out a pretty interesting framework for looking at those intelligence percentages it gives you.
Yeah, it categorizes them. So let's start at the top. The report says if you score greater than 30% in an intelligence type, that's super strength.
That's right, super strengths. And the key thing the report notes here is that there's no inherent weakness at this level. It's seen purely as a positive.
Okay, so what does it suggest you do with a super strength?
The recommendation is sharpen the skill with remedies. So it's not about fixing anything. It's more like honing an already powerful tool. Like if you've got super linguistic smarts, the report hints at things like advanced NLP,
Natural language
Right.
processing.
or if it's logical mathematical, maybe high-level machine learning algorithm work, the remedies are about refinement.
Got it. Okay, moving down a notch. What about between 20% and 30%? The report calls this above average.
Yep, above average. And interestingly, just like the super category, the report is clear.
Yeah.
Still no inherent weakness here.
So same advice then. Sharpen the skill.
Pretty much. Sharpen the skill with remedies. The report sees these as really solid, significant strengths. Maybe not quite that peak super level, but definitely strong foundations. With some focused effort, those remedies, again, these can be major assets for AI roles that fit.
Okay, now here's where the report's language gets. Well, a bit different. Greater than 15%, but still under 20%, it calls that average. But then it labels it a weakness and says improvement is required. How does average become a weakness?
Yeah, that phrasing can definitely make you pause, can't it? My read on what the report implies is, it's not saying you're deficient, it's more relative. Compared to your super or above average areas, this average zone might need more deliberate work if you want it to be, a standout professional skill.
So it's highlighting it as a potential growth area.
Exactly, a growth area. And the report seems to suggest that in complex fields like AI, knowing these spots is vital for, say, collaboration. Maybe your other strengths compensate. Or maybe this is where you actively look for team members with complementary skills. Or you use the remedies to target your learning here.
Right. It's about strategy then, not necessarily a failing.
Precisely. Strategy for development or teamwork.
Okay, and the last category, less than 15%. Also called a weakness, but needing, what was it? Very hard efforts.
Very hard efforts as for remedies, yeah. According to the report's logic, these probably aren't the areas where you'll naturally find your main AI career path, at least not without significant dedicated effort.
But knowing that is still useful.
Incredibly useful. The report seems to emphasize that understanding these areas helps you identify where you need to collaborate, where bringing in others with different strengths is key. AI isn't a solo game, right? So knowing where you might need support helps build a much stronger team overall.
So when you put all these levels together, the core message from the Brain Galaxies report feels pretty optimistic, actually. It sounds very human-focused for AI.
Absolutely. It strongly suggests the future of AI needs your specific mix of intelligences. Your unique brain galaxy, as the report puts it. That's positioned as essential for AI's evolution.
So the report's structure, these percentages and labels, it's basically a personalized map.
That's a great way to put it. A map for navigating the AI landscape. It's saying, lean into your super and above average strengths. Be strategic about the average ones needing improvement. And understand the below average areas, maybe for collaboration or deciding where not to focus intense effort initially. It's self-awareness as a practical tool.
It really is a fascinating perspective on your own potential in this task base. So wrapping this up, what's the final thought you should really sit with from this interpretation?
I think the report leaves you with something quite powerful to consider. Really embrace that unique cognitive profile it outlines. Use its insights. Leverage your strengths, be smart and focused about your learning based on its guidance, and fundamentally trust that your specific blend of human intelligence, your brain galaxy, is exactly what's valuable right now. It's what can help shape an AI future that's, more ethical, more aligned with human values, and genuinely innovative.